Now, before we jump into the practical parts, um, I wanted to talk about some detection as code considerations using QRadar. So, for those of you who know about those methodologies, you probably have came to the realization that implementing something like that for QRadar is very difficult to do in normal terms, and the reason being that QRadar was created a long time ago, which is before detection as code was even a thing. So unlike Sentinel or Splunk or Chronicle, which are more modern solutions that were created with DAC as a part of their design, in QRadar, rules are stored as more complex objects rather than regular text files, which makes DAC more difficult to perform, but not impossible. And that is what we're going to cover in later parts of this series. And the required APIs that we are going to work with are documented, but not quite trivial to use. I personally had to kind of reverse engineer the code for the use case manager application on QRadar to have a solid understanding of how importing and exporting rules work. And this is what we're going to learn how to do, because importing and exporting rules via API is going to serve as our base upon which the detection as code building blocks are going to be based on. So what I recommend before we begin is have your code editor ready. I use Visual Studio Code. It's very easy to work with. You probably also want to have a community edition of QRadar 7.5, which you can easily find from Google or IBM's website. I'm also going to link all of those resources in the course. And the reason is because I would hope that you work alongside me and try everything that I do while I do it. And you also need the Python libraries requests, GitHub, and PyQt6. Those are quite easily installed from Google or using pip. So you can follow the tutorials online. I'm also going to link some instructions regarding those in the text resources on this course. So once everything is ready, we're going to start with our PyQt6 GUI skeleton, and we are going to take a look at that immediately in the next video.